President Bongbong Marcos Jr. concluded his Singapore trip and brought with him pledges and more investments for the Philippines. Let's find out more about this on Frederico Velloso's report live. Fred?
Yes, Mike. President Bongbong Marcos is back here in the Philippines after his official visit to Singapore, wherein he met with the country's top officials and various business leaders.
And it's an honor to stand before you here.
The Philippine government can look forward to enhanced cooperation with Singaporean counterpart in many fields. This is a result of the discussion between President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong and Deputy Prime Minister Lawrence Wong this weekend. On his official social media accounts, President Marcos said that he had the opportunity to discuss important matters at a dinner with Prime Minister Lee and Deputy Prime Minister Wong on Sunday. To recall, President Marcos was on an official visit to Singapore, where he discussed priority policies and programs in front of economic managers and businesses leaders in the 10th Asian Conference called A Conversation with the President of the Republic of the Philippines. In his 30-minute speech, the chief executive emphasized the Philippine government's effort to improve the lives of the Filipino people amid challenges from significant global events. President Bongbong Marcos is the first sitting president to address the Milken Institute's Asia Summit. President Marcos received the confirmation for $11 billion investment pledge from the Singapore-based multinational technology company Dyson, which aims to invest in the Philippines by 2024. According to Dyson, the investment will go into a new research and development center, which would generate 1,250 jobs by mid of 2024. Valiant Group, a Malaysian retail specialist, is also looking forward to expand its operations in the Philippines. President Bongbong Marcos said Valiant Group plans to build 33 retail outlets in the Philippines airports in the next 5 years. The Malaysian-based firm also said that they want to take the customer experience to another level, especially by giving them more space at the country's gateways, removing stress and hassle during security checks. Meanwhile, President Marcos also attended the F1 Grand Prix at the invitation of Prime Minister Lee and visited overseas Filipino workers in Singapore.
Before traveling home, President Marcos made a surprise visit to Filipinos at a Singaporean mall, said to be a popular hub for OFWs. Mike?
Thank you, Fred, for your live report.
President Bongbong Marcos made a surprise visit to our fellow Filipinos in Singapore. MJ Modahar, tell us more.
What you are watching right now is not footage from the 2022 presidential election period. This is the latest video of President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. during his visit to Filipinos at the Lucky Plaza Mall in Singapore on Sunday, September 17th. During the election period, then presidential frontrunner Bongbong Marcos always received a rock-star reception. And this was witnessed again during President BBM's surprise visit to Filipinos in Singapore. Our fellow Filipinos expressed their support for the president and wished for the success of his administration. They also wished good health for the first family.
I love you, BBM! I love you! I love you! Support me! Mahal ko po si BBM. I love you so much. Basta, hindi ko po pababasan yung kamay ko kasi nahawakan ko na. Kasi hindi mo kasi ma-encounter yung presidente. Normally, di ba? So, napakaswerte yung pagkakataon yung isang beses. Makita mo siya ng malapitan, makawakan mo. It's a privilege. Good health, more wisdom, para po mapataas niya yung ekonomiya natin at tiwala lang sa gobyerno.
President Marcos Jr. was with First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos and Speaker Martin Romualdez during the visit to Lucky Plaza Mall. According to the Presidential Communications Office, the President met with various investors while in Singapore for the Milken Institute's Asia Summit. Among them were officials from India's GMR Group, who expressed interest in investing in the Philippines in the areas of airports, roads, and energy projects. Singaporean multinational technology company Dyson also committed to investing 11 billion pesos in the Philippines over the next 2 years. Additionally, Malaysian retail specialist Balaram Group expressed its desire to expand operations in the Philippines by establishing airport outlets. For Ganamabala Philippines, MJ Mondihar, SMNI News.
Efforts to combat frequent flooding in Metro Manila will be consolidated. MJ Mondihar reports.
Many areas in Metro Manila become instant swimming pools during heavy rainfall. This has long been a concern for residents of the metropolis. In response, Interior Secretary Benhur Abalos is pushing to unify all flood control programs in Metro Manila.
If we could just sit down, look at the urban plan of each cities, harmonize it as a whole of Metro Manila. No, nasa ng park mo, nasa ng walkway mo, nasa ng mass transport system mo. No, napakalaking bagay nito.
Metro Manila is composed of 17 local governments. Each has its own flood control programs. And San Juan City Mayor Francis Zamora, who chairs the Metro Manila Mayors, is in favor of a unified flood control plan.
Yung ating flood control development plan ay inaayos po natin. Ibig sabihin, maglalaan talaga ng pondo ang MMDA upang planuhin po ang ating drainage systems sa kabuuan ng Metro Manila.
The mayor emphasized that times have changed, especially with the increased population in Metro Manila, leading to high water demand. This results in increased water waste. The solution is to expand the drainage system's capacity and locate and repair all canals and waterways. Secretary Abalos pointed out that Metro Manila mayors have already succeeded in implementing a unified ticketing system for road violations, indicating that they can do the same for flood control plans.
Kailangan we work as one together. It's so hard working alone.
Tayo naman po ay nasa unang taon pa lamang ng Administrasyong Marcos, so meron pa tayong 5 taon upang tapusin ang master plan ito, at not just the master plan but also the actual implementation.
For Ganamabala Philippines, MJ Mondihar, SMNI News.
Back in the news, representatives of gasoline station appear before the Philippine Congress amid the continuous rise in oil prices in the country. MJ Mondihar, tell us more.
Gas station representatives were summoned to Congress on Monday afternoon, September 18. Big gasoline station owners like Filipina Shell, Flying V, Total, and smaller stations under the Independent Philippine Petroleum Companies Association were present. All of them were called to find a solution on the ongoing increase in oil prices. This week, gasoline prices have gone up again by 1 peso 70 centavos to 2 peso per liter, while diesel prices increased by 2 peso 30 centavos to 2 peso 60 centavos per liter. Kerosene prices have also risen by 2 peso to 2 peso 30 centavo per liter.
Your friends here in the House want to listen to you because we want to work together to see how we can mitigate the prices.
The Congress has also opened to suggestions from oil companies to ease the burden on motorists. The leader of the House previously mentioned that they are studying proposals to repeal the oil deregulation law and suspend the collection of oil excise tax.
We are very much open to making suggestions as clear and direct as even making recommendations to the Office of the President and to the economic managers.
By next week, Congressman Tulfo said that oil industry players are yet to determine the sacrifices that they're willing to make to help the riding public due to their weekly oil price hike. For Ganamabala Philippines, MJ Mondihar, SMNI News.